Okay, so same fort here. I added a little sign I found at the big old yard sale. So I got one over here and one on the other side. But added these pallets. Finally found a place where we can get at least a limited supply of pallets, or I should say a regular supply. Again, I don't have anything higher than the 6-foot wall, 4-foot. Do have some steps I'm going to add in tomorrow, so that's going to be where someone can step up, shoot across. I really didn't want to add steps. I like the ability just where you can't see what's out there. The problem is that people will try to, step up on this piece of wood and grab a hold of that. They can't see. They're going to do what they got to do, even though it's illegal. And then we run a situation where we're trying to kick people out for destroying our forts. It's better just to give them an opportunity where they're able to do that. What's nice about just having some steps, though, is that if you're 6 foot tall, you do have an advantage of, or 6'4", like my brother is. You have an advantage of being able to see over top there, shoot over top of it. You can have another set of steps in over there. You can see I added a wall right here. And that blocks off this right here. So if you saw that video I made yesterday, you could shoot right into there. Now it's just blocked off. There's another enter if you dare sign. And this right here, these boards right here are going to use to make a platform right here, which I think I said something about. I do think we're going to make this almost level with this, maybe a little under that, but it's going to be pretty high. The idea is that once we put stairs in right over here, someone theoretically could actually crawl underneath here, and then we're going to cut a little hole out right here, and it's going to come out over here, and you're going to have a wall over here, and that's kind of representing how far the wall is going to go. Person will come out right there. They'd be able to come around out here or take cover behind these pallets that we just put up. I didn't want these to be totally protected because I wanted to be something where if you're coming out here, you're taking a chance. Yeah, you have a little bit of cover, you know what I mean, but you're not totally protected, so it's get your adrenaline going. And then this would be something that people only use in extreme situations. Now, when we decided to do that, it changed up the way we're doing the rest of this. I had to add a little bit. So I wanted there to be a reason why people would use that. I wanted you wouldn't just go through there on your hands and knees for no reason. If you didn't have to, you could just run out this back fort, which only came to right here. If you could just run out here and run straight across to be on this backside to shoot at people over there on your extreme right, there's no way you crawl underneath a building. It just takes too long. You're getting dirty. You're messing up your equipment. Now, by adding this wall right here, you've got to make this dog leg around here or jog around here and come out to the side, go through all these branches. Now it's starting to make sense that you could jump down there, go underneath, come out and be shooting, in a matter of seconds. Whereas if you run down here, go around here, go through these branches, come out here, and then you still got to come around here and get back to where you were at over there. Okay, so by deciding to make a little passageway right here, by deciding to do that, I felt like I needed to extend that hallway, and that serves multiple purposes. It also allows more people to play the game. When the attackers are coming in, it gives them that extra little angle they've got to fight through. So it makes allows more people to play in this fort. The fort's getting big enough now. This is how I always start projects. Originally, this is going to be like 8 by 16 feet. Now it's much, much larger than that. It's just some weird, god-awful shape that has, that looks nothing like a real fort that you would build. But what I do like about this, if you ever played like Medal of Honor, like the first one that came out, when you're storming the beaches of Normandy, you've got all these little trenches you got to run through. And I like that feel of like, you're coming in the backside. They're eventually getting roofs over the front part of the fortress, but not this back part. But you've got that feeling of having to storm through the back entrance to the fort, or if you're running out, you've got a limited amount of cover in the back area here. So once we get the roof on, it'll look a lot more intense. Not sure whether I'm going to take this wall and completely close off that. I like the idea of doing that only because when someone comes out here, they're just that much more ahead. It forces someone to use that passageway. It gives it purpose. I do like this area right back here where this tree's at, just because someone could be a defender, and if there's a little, we're going to put a board about 4 inches above that red board. Well, if you're back here, you can still shoot through those 4 inches, okay, but yet someone shooting at you, their paintball is going to hit right below this board. Okay, it's going to be dropping so much by the time it gets here, it's not going to hit you. Whereas you could actually shoot through those 4 inches, still have an angle on someone, let's say at that far red board that's out there about 40 yards. I could still shoot at them, but yet they couldn't really shoot at me. So by being in here and being surrounded, it gives me a lot of cover. I feel pretty comfortable being right here, especially when I've got all this stuff covering me right there. So this actually now has a good bit of purpose. I can cover this backside, and again, I may just take that wall all the way across here, so that this again, if someone was come through this little passageway, they come out here and they can come out here and get some people. So you do have this open way right here. I may close this off just because you don't want to have too many entrances right now. By making that passageway, which is not a clear-cut entrance, it's kind of a sneaky way to get into the fort. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there. That's a lot of entry points, and it really kind of weakens the fort. This fort's big enough it can do it, but it may be wiser for us to to cover over that entry point. It's not like if we put a piece of OSB up there, we can't just unscrew it and take it down. We did put up some additional forts here. I took all these pieces of OSB that were just laying on the ground and just stacked them up against trees out here so that they would have some purpose. This one's kind of nice, even though it's not a big fort. We'll need to clear this out a little more, but if you get in here, you definitely can shoot that hallway really well. And you can see we've got quite a bit of lumber to work with still, so should be lots of fun.